Okay, in example 8, we're going to find all the solutions of cotangent of x over 2 minus 1 is equal to 0. So first thing is get that cotangent of the angle by itself, so add the 1. So then we have cotangent of x over 2 is equal to positive 1. But remember, we don't want to use our inverse, excuse me, not inverse, but our reciprocal trig functions. We don't want to use cosecant, secant, or cotangent. So the reciprocal of cotangent is tangent, and your x stays the same, so it's x over 2, equals the reciprocal of 1 is 1. So we're looking for where tangent is positive. So remember, all students take calculus, tells me where my trig functions are positive, and I know tangent's positive in quadrants 1 and 3. But when I'm thinking about this, quadrants 1 and quadrants 3, they're across from each other. So remember, this is where we talked about that if I find my answer for quadrant 1 and I just add the pi in, since it doesn't have me restricted to 0 to 2 pi, then that's going to give me my quadrant 3 as well. So we got x over 2 equals. Now tangent is y over x. So when I go to my unit circle, looking in quadrant 1, I need a y and an x value so that when I divide them, I get 1. Remember, the only way that that will work is if x and y are the same exact number. And that would be at pi over 4. So because I also need quadrant 3, though, remember you're going to put plus pi in. But we didn't solve for x, or we didn't just solve for the angle. We solved for the angle divided by 2. So we need to go ahead now, and you need to get rid of that divided by 2. So we're going to multiply to get rid of it. And what you do to one, you do to all. So multiply everything here by 2. So when you do that, you get x equals 2 pi over 4, which reduces to pi over 2, plus 2 times pi n is just 2 pi n. And remember, the n is an integer. And there's our answer.